Hey there, I'm Bill DeWeese, pro voiceover talent and voiceover career coach. I'll never forget it. It was 1991. I was working at a radio station in Columbus, Ohio, which is really where I started my radio career. And one day a gentleman walked into the radio station, headed back to the production studio. I'd never seen him before. I didn't recognize him. Somebody, one of my friends there at the station, leaned over and said, "You know who that is, don't you?" I said, "I have no idea." He said, "Well, that's such and such." uh, who, by the way, was a very high-profile voiceover talent within the Columbus market. His voice was like on everything. And my friend said, "He makes like $50,000 a year." Now, understand, I was making about half that at the time, and that seemed like a small fortune to me. And the idea of being independent, of not having to work for a specific radio station or a general manager and having my own business and doubling my income, it seemed all so romantic to me at the time. But I had no idea what it would require to make that transition. For me, it was really only a dream. And it was such a distant dream, I didn't even pursue it. And beyond that, I didn't know how to pursue it. I had no idea what the path was or the skills developed. And the truth is, there's quite a gap between broadcast and voiceover talent. There are some similarities, but it's a fairly narrow crossover because there's when you get into voiceover, it's a different world. It's a different approach. Aside from the fact that it's your own business, and you have to understand how to operate a business and how to market. Just from the performance aspect, it's a completely different world. But I want to tell you, and I'm living proof, that it certainly is possible to transition from broadcaster to a lucrative voiceover career. And I have worked with many students from radio and television who have been able to do that as well. I say all of that to say this. I am going to be doing a training webinar this coming Wednesday night talking about making the transition from broadcaster to voiceover talent. And if you're a radio or television broadcaster who would like to better understand and learn how to take your communication skills and make them more broadly applicable outside of the broadcast arena into being able to record voiceovers, I'd like to talk to you about that. And you're going to pick up some important information and some information I've been able to teach my students to help them build successful voiceover businesses and careers. So it's happening this coming Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Central Time. And what I'm going to do below this YouTube video, I'll put a link where you can register. I hope you'll do that. It doesn't cost anything. It's absolutely free. But I hope to have you there and hope to be able to share with you the things that I've learned along the way that can help you to make the transition, whether it's transitioning away from or just adding in addition to your current broadcast work, the ability to successfully record voiceover work. Hey, I hope to see you there. Thanks for checking out the video. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.